Hello, Nemu. And yes, Fluffy has returned for the new year, I suppose. Hello, Nemu. Yeah. I said I would have. Well, I really did think I would have the new layout ready for. Oh, tea time already? But wait, oh, why are there two of those? There should only be one. But well, I suppose I could go and get some tea now. But the stream started. Are you sure you don't want to wait? I could. I don't have any problem with it. It's just that I don't know if you don't mind waiting a little more for me to return after tea. Okay, I guess so. Yeah, that's just fine by me. I could always have a nice drink of tea. Okay, so I guess I'll BRB. Okay, be right back with tea. Okay. I'm back with the tea. Hello, Yuki. How are you doing? Oh, and I don't remember if I asked you how you're doing, Nemu. But how are you doing now that I'm back with the requested tea? I need to make an asset where I could. Well, that won't take me too long, I suppose. Just a little teacup to have when I come back from tea breaks. Just by my side, right here. As if I'm sitting at a desk or something. Yeah, I wanted to finish the new layout, but I think it's gonna take me just a little while longer. Like today, today I noticed when I first got on the computer, I logged in. Well, I didn't log in. I'm always logged in, but I opened up Twitch, and I noticed something was wrong with the website, and I looked it up, and lots of people were complaining, "Oh, the website seems to be down or something. Can't connect. Can't watch any streams." And for a little while, I was like, "Oh, thank goodness." This is the perfect excuse to delay the stream and to delay, to have just a bit more time to finish the new layout. But no, didn't quite work out that way. It's back and it's working, I suppose. I think. I think it should be. But no, it's not quite ready. There's just a lot I want to work on, a lot I want to get in good condition to make the stream as best as it can be, as best as I can make it. But it's a little difficult, all this stuff at once and all by myself, but I really do want to have it done as best I can. Where did I leave off? Oh, right, changing up the hat, you know. Like, so much I want to do. I suppose I have plenty of time to do it, it's just that I don't have much more. Okay, so it's kind of a combination of I do have the motivation, but not the energy, I suppose. Like, oh, it would be nice to get all this stuff done. I really want to get all this stuff done. But the issue is I just want to lay in bed all day. The only thing I get up for kind of recently is to get up and stream. That gets me out of bed, but most of the time I'm just laying down and napping. I'm trying not to. New year, new me, I guess. I'm gonna try to not be. I've actually been going to sleep earlier than I normally would, and trying to fix my sleeping schedule. Like, I've been going to sleep at midnight, which is not the best, but it's much better than 5 a.m. But even then, when I like wake up, like at 10 or whatever, I'm still like, oh, or like I'll wake up at 8. It's like, oh wow, I'm so I feel so energetic. I could do anything. And then at like 10, I'm ready to go back to sleep. 10 a.m. It must be the lack of sunshine, I suppose. Not producing the brain chemicals I should be producing to feel normal. For instance, goodness. Oh! Ah! Thank you for that, Margaritas. Thank you for that. Hello. Alright, that's another thing that's, well, partway set up is the pillows. The the pillow fight thing. Oh, I've got to put credits for that in the Twitch. That is a lot of pillows, indeed. But thank you. That might actually be quite correct. Because that was supposed to be 10 pillows, I think I said it too. And that might have been a lot more. It's still a bit... Still needs a bit of adjusting, because I'm not sure all these plugins are so new to me. That seems more than 10. I think it did. Oh, I think I see what I did wrong. Yeah, that's way more than 10. I think I know what I did wrong. But I guess that can wait until after. Ah. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you for pointing out the flaw in my system. Should be 10. Wait, oh wait, hold on. Oh, I think that's right. Hang on. That's 10. I fixed it, I think. But then how much was the other one? Yay. Brush. Oh, ah! You said it all at the same time. I did, just making sure. That looked like a lot more because you did it at the exact same time I tried to test something. that was just making sure. Okay, if you want to try one more time. Sorry, I ruined your test. And you ruined my test. Okay, who's going first? I don't want to... I'm like waiting, but I also don't want to interrupt you again in your... Thank you. I can't wait to see when I start playing gaming streams. The pillow fights that'll have. That's just one. Yes, nice. just one. That seems to be around 20. Okay, I guess I can be... I could make one right now. It doesn't take too long for me to do. Let me, oh, oh goodness. Creator dashboard. Whatever amount that was, I think it was 20. That can be... I've seen someone do thrown objects for bit donations and it's pretty funny. Yeah, I've seen, this also has an, option for the same thing. Like, it could be certain objects for bit donations, which I am in the process of setting up. It's like partway there. Just one more object needs to be done for the bits. All for the bits. But yeah, hello. I return. Hello, Fluffy. What tea did you get? And hello, Mark. I have gotten myself just some regular old green tea. And thank you for the for the very early tea break. Thank you. Thank you for that. Ah! Hello! Wrexham Bucks? Hello, thank you for following. Pillow Avalanche? Should I call it? Pillow Bonanza? Hey there. Hello there. Do you want Pat Fluffy? Sure, if you're offering. Very nice setup you've got. Thank you. Too bad. Ah! How rude. How cruel. Pillow. Okay, so pillow fight, which is just 1. Pillow pile, which is 10. Pillow pelting. Pillow pelting. No. Pillow avalanche. If I could spell the word avalanche. Avalanche. That doesn't look right. Avalanche? Oh, that seems right. Okay, yeah. Just throw a whole bunch of pillows. Thank you. Just throw a whole bunch of pillows at Minnie. Why don't ya? And it'll cost okay, from 100 to 800. I'm still trying to like adjust the pricings because I'm not sure if they're too much, too little. I guess I'll see as I go along how they do. How much should this cost? 12, no, 1,400. And the same icons as the other ones with the pillows. Pillow icon, pillow icon. And the color should be this. Yeah, maybe that's a fair price. I'll see how it goes. Oh, and let me, hold on. Let me actually set it up to where it works. Unassigned, listen for the bonanza, or no wait, the brush, yes. Let me... There we go. That should be, why is it so small? It should be... Okay. So that should work, I think. The reason you didn't see that's just how it works when it's being set up. But let me make sure. Let me waste my own. Well, I don't have to waste points because I get an infinite amount of points. But does that work? Yes, it does. It works. Okay. Okay, now that's all good, I suppose. But yeah, still some work needing to be done. And I hope it'll... I really hope... I'm gonna work... I'm gonna do my best to make sure it's all worth it. To make sure everything's, looking all nice and cool. But when it's ready to be revealed, I hope it'll be worth it. I'm feeling it again. I'm feeling the pressure, the urge to start everything over. New year, new artwork from scratch. Or make it start on something. Yeah, you know what? New year. Well, no. Yeah, I'm feeling like I should use the New Year's excuse to stop this for a while and start on something new. But no. I said I would finish this and I will. Oh, let me take a sip of tea. Oh, I think I tapped my microphone on accident. Ah. Thank you. There should be some kind of virtual reality extension where like when stuff gets thrown at your VTuber, you feel it in real life. Like you just attach some kind of like what are the electrodes to your body, and when something hits your VTuber, you get hit in real life. Or like you feel a little thunk. I'm sure that's possible. I've seen a VTube Studio plugin where you can connect your heart rate, and it makes your VTuber model react to your heart rate, which sounds interesting. I suppose if that's possible, then sure, there's something that can give you a little shock whenever you're hit with something in the virtual world. I remember seeing a video of some guy connecting a hydraulic piston to an FPS key, so he'd feel the recoil when firing. I imagine that would slow you. No, like, oh my goodness. I imagine that'd make you consider every single shot you take. Feel the recoil. I remember now that you say it, like setting a video game. I don't know why that reminded me of someone made some kind of setup to where. Oh, hold on! I just noticed now. This is slightly off to the side. It's a little incorrect. There we go. Wait, it's still a little off though. Okay, that seems... Yeah, that seems right. I don't remember if this was a scientist or like just some person with some free time, but they set up some kind of box or cage or something with some kind of mechanism to where when crickets moved around inside the box, it would control the game of Pac-Man or something like that. There's all sorts of funky control solutions. Would you call it a solution or would you call it bizarre? Well, it controls the game, kinda. Kind of. As much as a cricket is in control and is aware of their control over the video game. I suppose the real issue is you gotta control. You have to teach the crickets to take control of their lives and their destinies. Only then can they truly control the game. Now it's got me thinking about, like, what if... there was that whole Twitch Play Pokemon thing. That was... Oh, right, yeah, I remember that. That is really cool. Like, this big collaborative effort to play a game. So many people playing the same game. Or playing... Well, yeah. Trying to take control. But now it's got me thinking about, like, all those times you play a multiplayer game online. What if the person on the other end wasn't a person at all, but just a box of crickets? If I had the capability of making a controller, air quotes, that was just a box of crickets, imagine losing to that. If I had the capability to make such a thing, I would set it up online to let people, but I wouldn't let people know that they were competing against a box of crickets. I would just, when they lose to the crickets, I would show them, this, look, get good. Or if they start like if they're one of those sore winners who like brags like, haha, you lost, I'm the winner or whatever, I would show them, well, don't feel too good. You, this is what you won to. It wasn't much competition, was it? I, I wish I had the capabilities of making a box of crickets control a video game now. Oh, goodness. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Anything's possible if you believe. And I believe I can make a box of crickets play video games. It might not even have even been a box of crickets. It could have been something else actually. Crickets play video game? And I'm pretty sure it was Pac-Man. Oh, crickets the sport, no. Crickets control Pac-Man. Yes, cricket controlled Pac-Man. Yes. Oh, they didn't control Pac-Man, they controlled the ghosts in Pac-Man. There's a few details about how the system actually works, but it seems that the crickets actually proved to be more worthy adversaries than your typical AI-controlled enemy. Oh, so the crickets are smarter than I thought. Oh, this was so many years ago, 2006. Oh, there's a video! There's a video! Of the crickets in the box! There's a video! You can... Oh no. Hold on. Oh no. I'm okay. Hold on, I want to show crickets on stream. That's really silly. I'm just so easily amused. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm too easily amused. Oh. Ah, good, it makes for a fun time. Hello, Regardmore. How are you? Bees have fun. Ah, let me, have... I'm gonna... I'm gonna... the crickets. Bees have fun. Oh, just a second, let me show the... I'm sorry. But... And the crickets are controlling the game. Oh, why does that amuse me so much? Strange, very strange. But bees have fun? That is a great thing to know. Let me, hold on, let me see. Good for them. Oh, they're having fun. Oh god, what did you do? Oh, you doomed yourself? Did I? Oh! That's what you mean. But yes. Oh, the bees have fun. That's wonderful. Anyway, hello. Hello! But yes, I may have very well doomed myself. But it's for the common good. How are you doing? How's the new year treating you so far? Oh, let me get rid of the cricket video. Oh, that shouldn't be there either. I have a pretty bad headache, but yeah, good. Aw. I hope you feel better from your headache soon. Never a good time, a headache. But hopefully you feel better soon. It's good that aside from that, you're doing good. Oh no, hope it passes. Same here, I hope the same. Well, that's Overwatch, right? OW is Overwatch? For sure didn't help. But thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, it's Overwatch. Okay, I thought so. For a second I thought you meant, ow. Like, just, ow. Like you got hurt. I'm like, yeah, that certainly wouldn't help either. Getting a bump on the noggin. Isn't there... Overwatch 2 now? Or am I making that up? Was that a dream I had of a second Overwatch coming out? Yes, it's Overwatch 2 now. Okay. I need to find a way to keep up to date. It's essentially the same game still, though. Yeah, I suppose. Well, I wouldn't really know. I never played it, don't know much about it. But yeah, I know it was very successful, so I imagine they're going to want to recapture that success by keeping it as faithful as possible to the original, I guess. I don't know how that kind of stuff works. Yeah, Mara's right. Just some few things are different, but it's pretty much the same. Fair enough. Overwatch 2 was just a big free update to the first game, and everyone was confused why they called it Overwatch 2. Oh, okay. Not feeling it. Not feeling it. The urge to start over has returned. You've gone too far to start over, I know! You've come so far! You can't give up now. Oh, oops! Oh, no, that doesn't work. Okay, then. No, wrong layer. Okay, I'm back. Hi, Nemo. Oh, welcome back, Yuki. How you doing? I can't quite figure out what it is I want to do. let me think. Let me consider something. Let me. Oh, good. I've been working on a drawing that the head is not in the right place. This is helpful. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Well, that actually gives me the encouragement to continue working on this. I was like, let me abandon this drawing for now. But actually, now that you say that, I suppose I should continue. Now I want to continue. I was like, let me think about, let me consider doing something else. But now, you know what? Yeah, let me just. Okay, let me reselect. Actually, let me duplicate the layer. Oh, let me save as, because I haven't saved in a while, I realize. Oh, oops. Oh goodness. Okay, no wait, that's right. Well, kind of. Makes it easier to merge that together. Oh. What layer is that? Oh. In between. I want to make her hair short. I want to do so many different things now. I could delete here. What if I just made her hair short? Because that's what I'm gonna do now, and that's what I'm deciding I'm doing now. Okay, merge everything together so that everything can be fixed together. Oh. Every time I stream, I hear the weirdest noises going on around me, and I worry it's like thunder. Oh, you know what? Might be a plane. Yeah, it could just as likely be a plane. that happens to me too. It always happens. I feel like I never hear these things until I start streaming. And I've got my headphones on. It's like, what's going on? What is that? What is that? Should I go and check? Should I should I pause the stream to go and check whatever's going on out there? The world might be ending, but I have a stream to run. I have a stream to attend to. I wonder if there was a comet coming down Earth, will I know? I probably wouldn't until, like, it pops up in... I always find out about things on like, just, if it happens to pop up on social media, that's how I usually find out. Which is not a good way to find out about things going on in the world, but that's just how it is. Hiccup. Yeah, I think I like her hair short. But then again, after a while I might not. Okay, there's the music. That was a long pause. I got a little worried there. Tea's probably cold right now. Not quite, but it's getting there. It's like room temperature. This is a strange process that I put myself through. Aww. Crystal Ball like it better for the weekend? The Crystal Ball says, I hope so. Cinnamon Bot wishes you well. Oh, the short hair is cute. Thank you. I suddenly decided on a whim. I'm giving her a haircut. And yeah, I think I like the haircut. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I just did it like like a minute ago. Like, you know what? Haircut, and here we are. Hold on, let me I love short hair even though I have long. Yeah, short hair looks I think short hair looks so cute, but well that was fast. I think short hair looks so cute. But I'm scared to get a haircut. Well, my hair is only down. Well, depends on if I straighten it or not. It's down to my like you see, it's about this length. I think short hair looks so cute, but I'm not very confident in how I would look with short hair. I don't know. But yeah, I just decided on a whim. I'm gonna give her a haircut, and now she has a haircut. I'm not confident with anything. Same here. I just go around hoping no one talks to me. Oh my goodness. Same. Confidence. What's that? What at? What at? Ah, goodness. Welcome to the lack of confidence conference. Lack of confidence conference meeting. Hello, everyone. Oh, wrong here. Oh, hi, treat. Thank you. I will. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'm sorry. That would be actually like when I brought up a little bit ago about how like wouldn't it be cool if there was like some kind of electrode you could attach to yourself so that when you're I thought I pressed posture check. That's okay. I will do both. But if there was some kind of electrode you could attach to yourself or something, some kind of device you could attach to yourself so that when your VTuber gets hit, you feel it in real life. That would be a good combination of hydrating, like, okay, let me grab my cup of water. Well, a cup of tea in this instance, because I still have some tea. And then I feel a pillow thrown at me as I have a cup of water in my hands. In my hooves. In my hooves. And then just get slammed by a pillow. That seems fun. Just have a straw in your mouth that squirts out water when the hydrates your tea. There's so many possibilities. I thought about like, what if like flesh tubers, so I heard they're called, like just a person who streams IRL, just like that your face in your face there, like in your case, Madagrigas. If you could have a redeem that throws like VTubers can have things thrown at them, but if you were like a real person, a flesh tuber, how could you set up to where things get thrown at you if someone redeems something? And you know those like at sports games, those t-shirt cannons that like you can throw t-shirts into the crowd. It just like blasts t-shirts into the crowd. Hold on. I'm not sure if this is a universal experience, the t-shirt cannons. You could set those up to to fire at you when someone redeems. Oh no, this one's pretty extreme, but Here's an example. Wait, that goes strong. I know. Because they have quite a distance to be launched. Okay, this one's more tame. This one's a more tame example. But you just have one set up in your room. And when someone redeems, it fires something at you. I suppose you'd have to reload it every now and then. But the idea is still there. The concept. There's work to be done. But it's plausible. Have it aimed right above you. And there's always the threat. I suppose it couldn't just be a channel point redeem. It's possible. You would want it to have to be like a. I wouldn't do this unless it was for money. You'd have to donate some amount of money. That seems kind of dangerous, but it would be so funny to hear. I wouldn't do it for. I would have to set it up for like a minimum of $25. I just redeemed here a mega poof. I would want it to be a minimum of $25 at the very least to have something launched at me. Wear safety goggles. You know what? That's fair. That's a good point. That is a very good point. There is also this. This mascot has the strangest eyes. But it is very much a possibility. That looks photoshopped. Which part of it? The... Can take down a chopper. Yeah, something does look off about this whole... 100% about this whole image. Nothing quite looks like it belongs in here. Especially this guy right here. Everything about this image is strange. Oh, I suppose the way this works is you don't have to keep reloading it like this. Here you would have to keep putting in. But here, I guess it's just like a revolver. Is that what you call it? The guns with where the chamber revolves. I guess that's how this works. So with this, you wouldn't have to worry about reloading it in your stream. Oh, the convenience of it. That solves everything. Now all we need is a someone who knows programming or coding. That's pretty crazy. We just need the program or the code to set it all up. And Rodriguez, you can be the first. You can have this idea for free. If I donate 25 for 10 times in a row, it's gonna be crazy. Now I just need thousands of dollars to buy that thing too. Oh, well, fair enough. Let's start a fundraiser. How much does this device cost? T-shirt can't wait to get a concussion for $25. Well, that's just my price. I'm willing to get a concussion for $25. You could set your price to however much you want. That's just an example for me. Oh, that's a nice cannon. That's a really cute cannon. I can get I'm willing to get a concussion for 10. So what would you set the price at, Rodriguez? look at this. Look at this cannon. Look at that. That's cute. Good question. This is cute. Popsicle shaped. Popsicle bazooka. I might need one. Isn't it just the cutest? I think I'd want to paint it different colors, but just the concept is so cute. You know what? Even that color, it's cute. I like it. I don't know what I'd need one for, but it's just real cute. What else can you launch besides t-shirts? You know what? Yeah, you could oh! Yuki Pops, like snow, ice cream, snow. There's kind of a connection there between the snow and the popsicle. You could launch T-shirts, like with yourself on them, and like a link to your Twitch link, a link to your Twitch channel. That's a way of advertising. Cannonball. No, we gotta keep this safe. Yeah, you could advertise yourself with a nice big popsicle. That'd be really cute, actually. Something breaks through your window. Is it a Twitch streamer? Just a hole in the house every donation. Oh, so it's okay, so you don't have it facing you. You have it facing the wall. And people can donate to destroy your wall. That's an alternate way. Instead of having the cannonballs facing you, you can have it facing your wall. And I suppose with the money it's reflex training, no. Crowdsourced remodeling. No. It's kind of you could oh, I suppose so. You can pay to destroy the wall, but you'd have to set the price high enough to where once the wall is completely demolished, you can use all the money raised to rebuild the wall. Kind of yeah, that kind of works. Oh, I found a cannon. I found a cannon. It's $5,499. Let's get on it. We can raise the money. Shoot both t-shirts and stress balls. Oh, stress balls, that's another thing. Oh, like those little squishies. You can get custom shoot stress balls. You can get like those little squishables, those cute little squishy things. Let me find an example. Stress cake. That's a mini gun. Gatling gun 2.0. I'd love to see that work. Same here. Stress cake. Oh, come on. There has to be an example of something. Oh, yeah, like these little sensory toys. These little foam toys. Honk honk. Thank you. Thank you. Like these. Like if I were to have such a thing. Not like this. Look how confident she is. Not like Usu. Or not like us. I think that's what you meant. If that's not what you meant, us. Okay. Like some of these, like these would be, like if I had my own cannon, I would put some stress balls like this, or I'd get some custom ones that kind of like fit my theme. It's my trademark. Ooh. I'm not actually sure how that U is pronounced. I don't know if it's ooh or Let me look up the pronunciation. Pronunciation. Well, can I get an example? What about real? Oh, a food fight. That works too. Donate to start a food fight. Real cake works too. I would start eating it off myself during the stream. If I had cake launching at me, I would just like be eating it. How to say? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. That would be some interesting content. Okay, so this page tells me it's pronounced ooh, so I'm gonna believe it. Ooh. Man covered in cake eats it off himself. That you could donate to cover Margaritas in cake, and he will consume it live on stream. We just need to raise the 5,500 first. If anyone has any interest in buying themselves a Gatling gun t-shirt cannon with which to fire real cake at themselves, there you go. I wonder if cake would just clog up the cannon actually. I guess you'd need something a little more solid, like donuts? Donut holes! How could you possibly say no? How could you? This is a solid idea. Oh god, it's really called Gatling cookie dough. That could work. It's a little more solid, but I don't know if after a while it might kind of firm up into a solid lump. You need something a little more like, I don't know. I need to consider the textures now, the texture and the consistency, so as to not clog up my $5,000 Gatling gun. All that money just to clog it up. Good choice for title of today's stream. I would never guess we'd be talking about this. Well, that's what I'm here for. Is the same old nonsense. $500 to then break it with cake. 5,500. And you clog it up on the, like, you don't even get to use it, you clog it up on the test run with the cake. There's some streamer out there who could afford it, I think. And whatever streamer wants to fire cake at themselves, it's 5,500. Yes, indeed. Oh, for sure. I thought it was 500. 5,500. If any streamer out there wants to have this idea, just notify me, please. I want to watch. You don't even have to credit me. Just let me know that you're doing it and let me watch. Big streamers earn so much money. Yeah. I just want to see this idea come to fruition. If anyone at all can pull it off, please let me know, and I want to watch. Oh, here's. Oh, this isn't a cannon. This is a air horn, I guess. I sorry. I want to take a quick break. Like not even 5 minutes. I just want to get up and stretch because I've been sitting in a weird position. I've just been so enthralled with the cannons that I didn't notice I was just kind of crouched over. Well, not no, not I wouldn't call it that. Well, yeah, I just need to stand up and stretch. So I'll BRB. We can all take a quick break, like 5 minutes. I'll be back in less than 5. Yeah. So see you in a bit. Sorry. Okay, so that was much longer than 5 minutes. But I swear I had a good reason. I was eating garlic bread. Welcome back, thank you. And no, I do not have 5,500 laying around to get a Gatling cannon, t-shirt cannon, as much as I wish I did. That was not what I was doing on break. I was eating garlic bread. Understandable. Feel free to disappear to eat more garlic bread anytime. Welcome back. Thank you. Understandable. Have a nice day. You have a pillow fight redeemed. Oh, yes. It doesn't quite work. I tried a pillow fight that sadly didn't work. And it worked that time, but here's a little bonus one. Like but yeah, it is I wish there was some way to replace what it does when I'm off the screen. I've thought about like if when I walk away, like no, when I go on break, I'm just taking a little nap. I'm just like I'm still on screen but like napping, and so that you can throw pillows at my napping body while I'm not eating garlic bread. I'm right here napping. So funny. The sound. They're very good. They're very good sound effects. I need to add a credit for I need to add a credit link for where the sound effects came from. But yeah, they're very good little poinking sounds, like poink, punk, punk. Very good sound effects. Hiccup. Yes, I'm a big fan of the sound effects. What's the next holiday? Oh, Valentine's Day should be the next holiday coming up, right? Like the next big thing, the next big holiday coming up. Because if so... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Valentine's Day that's coming up. Because that leaves there's actually quite a bunch of cherished teddy figurines that fit for the theme. Not quite as big as Christmas, that one. Not quite, but it's something. But there's this cherished teddy with a box full of chocolates. Oh no, she spilled a couple of them. Yeah, she spilled a couple of the chocolates. Oh no. Poor baby. Oh. They have so many cute ones. Oh, I haven't seen this show. Oh my goodness. It's not, well, it could be Valentine's, I suppose, but they're having a little movie date. With a bowl of popcorn, little fuzzy slippers. They're so cute. Not quite Valentine's, but I could make it work. Oh, this one's very cute. This one's real cute. There's so many cute ones. Look at this little clown! A little lovesick fool. Little clown. Another clown. There's so many clown ones. Especially lovey-dovey themed clowns. I guess I could put all these clowns together. Oh my goodness. Oh, nope. Hold on. Get out of the way. Out of the way. I can't open anything sooner. Why? Alice in Wonderland! That's real cute. These are adorable. They're all so cute. There's just so many. There's so many. Oh, this could also work for Valentine's. A little chocolate shop. I'm keeping these saved in a Pinterest board. This could also work for Valentine's. Buying chocolates for someone special. Okay, I've gotta stop this. Valentine's is next month. First, you gotta finish this. You can't work on a new drawing until you finish this. So I've gotta finish this so I can work on something Valentine's. But yeah, lots of cute little cherished teddies. Oh, I'm gonna go. I'm pretty tired. Have a fun stream. Oh, okay, thank you for stopping by. Have a good rest. Don't forget to drink. Oh, okay, sure. Thank you. Thank you. Why do those sound so different? One sounded a lot louder than the other. Weird, but thank you. Okay, I'm sitting up straight and I'm having a sip of water. Thank you. Have a good rest. See you later, Bada. Hello, how are we doing tonight? I'm doing all right. How about yourself? I know you said I pronounced it right last time, but I can't remember how I pronounced it. um, Azelias? Pretty good. That's good. Or Agelias? I'm not quite sure. Yeah. No. Nailed it. Agelias. Okay. Nailed it. Thank you. Well, yeah. Or Aga is also fine. Okay. Oh, hello, Susie. I find you everywhere. You both arrived at the exact same time, it seems like. Both of you just popped up. Hi, Minnie. Hi. You both just... I swear I'm not stalking you. You both just manifested here at once. Simultaneously. It's all just coincidence. Nothing sinister at all. Don't ever suspect otherwise. Popping around Twitch just like me. That's all there is. That's exactly it. That's all there is to it. Oh, this is very cute. Thank you. Oh, you know what? I never set up that, I think I... Yeah, there she is. There's a little reference picture. Right there. Well, I guess you could see it in the corner there, but, that's mostly for my own reference. Just bopping around, just bopping, pop locking. That's a good way to be. It's so cute. Thank you. Yeah, I've been working on this. Oh, I gave her a haircut. Now she's got short hair because I've decided I think short hair would be cuter. I decided on a whim. Let me just cut her hair, and I did. And short hair cutie. Yeah, I thought it would look cute, and it does look cute, and I like it. Short hair is very cute. Have your asset breedings been going? They're going well. Just I thought I was like, did, I was hoping to get them done for my first ever stream of the new year, but they're not quite done. But today, earlier when I opened up Twitch and I saw there was some kind of error going on, like, oh, and I saw the complaints of Twitch not working. I was like, oh, good. This gives me just a bit more time to work on the assets and have them done for today's stream, but or no, have them done by tomorrow, or if not by tomorrow, if Twitch still isn't working by tomorrow, that just gives me more time. I was like, oh, nice. I had more time to prepare, but no, it started working again. I understand. It's a bit of a. I just want them to look real nice. I want them to be perfect for the new year. Well, not new year anymore, but just like the unveiling at some point this month. At some point. I'm going to be redesigning some of my today. good luck with that. Much luck to you with that, because I need much of the same. I need luck and just some patience. I suppose I just need patience with myself is the thing. I want everything to be done as quick as possible, but I want to do it all by myself. And it's like, I can't expect that much out of myself. I can't expect. I have no patience for me. Same. Well, not for you. It's not that I don't have patience for you. It's that I don't have patience for me. That makes it sound like, yeah, I have no patience for you either. I'm getting real tired of you, Susie. Gosh, I know the feeling. Yeah. Getting real sick and tired of this. But no, I've just gotta learn to take it easy. And I had to understand that my viewers are understanding of me. Yeah, like I always feel bad. I always feel like I'm letting everyone down. Like, oh, I don't have it quite ready. But everyone's always so understanding. I've got to keep that in mind that they know I'm just doing it on my own, and they know it takes some time. They're aware. I'm aware. I should be aware. It's a process, I suppose. So, oh, yeah. Oh, wrong. Wait. Okay, merge that. Yeah, everyone here's. All my viewers have been really nice, very understanding that even when I like make some silly mistakes here and there, everyone's real understanding about it. When your clients in chat have more patience for you, you know you gotta take it easy. Yeah, I've gotta learn. I've gotta readjust. I've gotta learn to be as patient with myself as my viewers are with me. My chat. But yeah, I apologize too much. Such an upbeat song to this. Let's slow it way down. Oh, goodness, wrong layer. The broom is still too fluffy. Oh, no, not quite like that. Oh, In re- Earlier, I was talking about how someone set up, like, they set up a box, some kind of device to where like a box of crickets could control a game of Pac-Man. And I thought about, wouldn't it be funny if if you could set that up to play online, like have a box of crickets compete against players online and losing to a box of crickets, but I think I'd be more ashamed of losing to like a box of roaches than a box of crickets. I'm thinking about what box of creatures would I be more ashamed to lose to than a box of crickets? I don't know why. Like if I played a game against a box of crickets and lost, I'd be like, oh well, that's funny. If I lost a game to a box of roaches, I'd be real mad. I can't explain why I feel this way, but I do. If I lost to a box of snails, I'd be really impressed. Actually, now I want to see Pac-Man controlled by snails. The slowest ever game of Pac. I guess it just had to be a lot of snails in there, so that there's always at least something moving. Because I imagine a lot of those snails are going to be napping. So you gotta have at least a couple more to account for the ones that'll be napping. You need several more, so that at least someone will be awake and active and moving. It's the sheep. Yeah, if it's all... Yeah, it's still kind of a paintbrush shape, isn't it? So I've got to fan it out even more, maybe? I don't know what it is I'm doing. I don't know how to draw a broom. But I'm trying to fix this. Actually, maybe. Yeah, if I shorten it here... And where's that one eraser? Not that one. I had an eraser somewhere. Oh, it might have reset. Yeah, that keeps happening. Oh, and I need to save more often. Save the picture. Okay, done. It might have reset the brushes actually again. Don't know why it keeps doing that. Yeah, it seems to be gone, that one eraser I made for erasing in a specific brush pattern, but I can just do it again. I just have to copy the settings. Bark to texture. Minimum size 50, 60, 80. Minimum size 50, I think I said? Yeah, 50. And then, density? Density 60%, then 100. 3, level 3. I don't know what any of these settings mean. I just copy the settings of a brush. I just mess around with the brush settings and then it's like, oh, that looks nice, and then I keep it. This song makes me want to play Insane Aquarium. I got Insane Aquarium on sale on Steam. I'm not... Well... I love the game. I'm not sure... You know what? I will stream it someday. I'll stream it at some point. Might be a bit of a insane aquarium. Yes, it's the portmanteau of the words insane and aquarium. You take care of an aquarium that is sometimes invaded by aliens. But yes, I loved it when I was a real little lamb. I played it so much. That was one of my favorite ever computer games besides Bejeweled and oh, I see it. But yeah, it was like 99 cents and I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting this. And it might be a strange, not quite a fit for my stream. Well, it's weird, but it's a game I like a lot, so I will perhaps play it on stream. Because if not, I'll wind up playing it like as like what do you call it? In my free time, and then I'll spend my entire free time. I could spend hours playing Insane Aquarium, so I might as well stream it if I'm gonna waste my time. But yeah, it's a time waster. It's certainly a time waster. Insane Aquarium. But yeah, you just take care of some fish, and the fish will poop money. And you use that money to buy better food for the fish, and then better weapons with which to kill the aliens that will try to kill your fish. What a funky concept. It really is, but I loved it a bunch. Feed a fish. Fight aliens. Yep, that is indeed what you do. I've been playing Dwarf Fortress a bunch lately. I haven't heard of that. Let me have a look. Dwarf Fortress. Oh, let me take Insane Aquarium off the stream. Dwarf Fortress. Oh, it looks like one of those strategy games. On Steam. Colony Sim. Oh, Colony. Oh, okay, yeah. It's a colony simulator game where you manage a bunch of dwarves and build a fortress. Looks like a whole bunch going on. And a lot of wacky stuff can happen. Just like all the best games have wacky stuff happening. Such as Shodokia. Let me copy. the best games have the weirdest things going on with them. That's what makes them the best. It's a game that's been in development for 20 years. It's pretty deep. It's, like, still in development? Well, 20 years... Oh, actually, I still have the page open, and I had it open down where I scrolled down to where it says, a lifetime living project, created/updated since 2003 with no end in sight. With no end in sight! Yep, just two dudes working on it. There's so much. No end in sight. So they plan on continuing this. How much could you be doing in those 20 years? I wonder how different it is now to when it first came out. Interesting. There's a lot of flavor text and in-depth system involved. I barely just scratched the surface. It does look... For 20 years worth of work, you'd imagine there's gotta be a lot of depth to it. I can only imagine. I wonder what other games there are that have been worked on for as long or even more, but maybe we just never heard of them. I wonder what's the longest a video game has ever been worked on. Or I suppose there's a difference between just, oh, there's Unreal World, which is even older than that. Unreal World. Survival-based roguelike game. Most recent update was December, last month. How far back does this go? Initially released in 1992 and still being updated. Oh wait, actually, the latest update was today? Was that today? The 3rd? Yeah, it was today. What does this game look like? So much love put into these games. They're not quite my style of games because I can barely handle one action at a time. But I have so much admiration for all this like work put into these games. Unfortunately, they are games that I would struggle so hard at. It's a super realistic survival game where you survive in Iron Age fantasy Finland. Oh. Super realistic, huh? Yeah, there's a lot of stats here. It's so in depth. A bunch of MMOs are also still going on. That's fair. MMOs, especially the really popular ones, I imagine, are probably still going. Or not probably. There are still plenty still going. Like World of Warcraft is one. I think like Tibia, and EverQuest. I think I've heard of EverQuest, but I haven't heard of Tibia. WoW is also approaching 20 years. Okay. There might also be if it's still open. I'm not sure if it is still open. Oh, it is? MapleStory. When did MapleStory start out? Oh, you can still play MapleStory. When did it start though? MapleStory release date, I guess? Oh yeah, April 29th, 2003. Oh, it is approaching 20 years. In just a couple months, it'll be. MapleStory is such a pay-to-win game. So I've heard. Free to play, pay to win. Oh, the art style still looks like it does. When I wanted to try playing it when I was a little man. But I didn't understand what to do. People paying thousands for stuff. I can only imagine the people paying to play, paying to win. Especially after so many years. Like I feel like a game that's been out for so long, and like even if an MMO has been out for like 3 years, I feel like that's too late for me to start and try and work my way on up to getting more powerful to compete with other players. 20 years! I can only imagine. How difficult it'd be to catch up unless you pay. Oh, Tibia MMO, not Tibia the bone in your leg. Free massively multiplayer online game. Oh yeah, catching up to everything can be daunting. It really does feel like that. But in stuff like, WoW, a lot of the older content is obsolete. So maybe it's Yeah, you gotta keep up, even if you're a long time player. They'll make sure. I guess they try and balance things out. I'm not quite sure how you would try and set all that up to make everything like to keep your old user base happy, but then also make it welcoming to new players. Oh goodness. They make the leveling much easier these days. But I imagine that would frustrate older the older user base who like would have had to have grinded for their high levels. It's a I don't know, win-lose situation. I don't know, it all depends on what you're trying to go for. The loyalty of your oldest fans, or trying to bring in some new users like, hey, come on, check this out. It's so easy now. Anyone can get into it, even you. I gotta go get ready for my stream. Enjoy the rest of your day, Minnie. Oh, okay. Have fun with your stream. Thank you for stopping by. See you later, Susie. Some MMOs have storylines to catch up to, like Final Fantasy 14. The storylines, goodness. Have a good stream. But yeah, have a good stream. Have fun. And thank you so much for stopping by. That is such a cute emote. Silky chickens are so cute. Oh, what was that? Oh, I guess I did that. How many Final Fantasy games are there now? Final Fantasy 16 is due to come out sometime relatively soon. So yeah, there's another game I'm daunted. That is daunting if I were to try and get into it. So I suppose I won't. Well, I don't have much interest in Final Fantasy, I suppose. But if someone did, and they wanted to try and get into it from the very first game, oh my goodness. Luckily, Final Fantasy games. Oh, okay, they're standalone. I didn't know that. I imagined it was all just one big, overarching plotline that you would have to play every single game to understand. Hello, Cinna. Hello, Enforcer. How you doing? Also, I see you, Mar. If they make a direct sequel to one of them, they title them like FF10-2. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Final Fantasy X the second. I'm good. How about you? I'm doing good too. Good to hear you're doing good too. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. I should be sitting up proper. I always get too into... I guess it's just a natural thing to just want to like crouch over, but no, I shouldn't be doing that. No shrimps allowed! We don't shrimp around here. You're a sheep, not a shrimp. Act like it. No shrimps allowed. Shrimp. Shrimp. No shrimp allowed. Sheep only. Shrimp. Now that's got me wanting to look up the word shrimp. So have you started reading Reincarnated? I have not. But I really do want to. Thank you for reminding me of that, though. I do have it on my list. It's just that, there's so many things to do aside from reading manga. But I will get to it. I have to get to it eventually. Does there exist a... Oh. What is more important than reading the best manga of all time, Reincarnating as a Vending Machine? You know what? You're so right. There's nothing more important than that. You know what? End of the stream. I've got reading to do. Everyone? Everyone. Let's go. Let's start reading. Goodbye. That's the end of today's stream. But no. But yes, I do have to get around to it soon. I wonder if there exists a video game in which the main character is a shrimp. Let's all read and act out the manga. I want to. Oh, a live action adaptation of it. If any manga, if any anime should be turned into live action, it should be that. I want to watch real people interact with a real vending machine. And treat it as if it is a person. Because it is a person. Or no, it's not it's a real live. Vending machine are people too. This music goes hard. Kirby music always goes hard. No matter the song, just any Kirby song goes hard. But what goes the hardest is Bubbly Clouds. Bubbly Clouds goes the hardest of any Kirby song. No debate. Simply facts. Well, speaking of going hard, no, not Cyberpunk. Valhalla. Every day is night. So many cute little emotes. Thank you for that. Lots and lots of cute little emotes, especially the one with the cat. Shaking it. Shaking it. Those emotes go hard. Such a good game with such a good soundtrack. The soundtrack is indeed good. Not all of them could, like, even as much as I like some of the songs, some of them weren't quite a perfect fit for the stream just because I wanted to try to go for a little bit chiller than usual, not quite so punkish as some of the songs could get. But yeah, it's a good soundtrack. Oh, it's already almost 6. Oh, okay, I should enforce this now. Just for the, I suppose just this stream and next stream. Tomorrow's stream, I suppose. And the stream will end at exactly 7. Or like just a little tiny bit before 7. That way I can get dinner earlier and start working on the layout earlier, because I really want to have this layout done for for the gaming stream. So my next gaming stream, which will be on of course as it usually is. Oh, look, gotta do company research report. I'm screwed. Okay, go and do that. Get to work. Oh my goodness. But yeah, thank you for being here, regardless of whether you can be active or not. Go do that. Sweet dreams, Enforcer. I finally confessed about after all this time. That was so long ago. That was last year. You finally confessed about the donation. That was so long ago. Did you only confess now? He thought it was Margarita. You had him thinking that for so long. Oh no. Oh, poor Falcon. Poor Margarita is being falsely accused. Regarding where could you? I got tired of waiting. Oh, so you were waiting on him to figure it out himself? You were waiting on him to try and like bring it up to like finally bring it up to you, and then you decided, oh, you know what? I don't think he's ever gonna figure this out. Poor Falcon. I shouldn't have played along with your evil game. Take it as a compliment, Margaritas. He thinks you're more likely to be the jokester. We all learned something. I've been known to be sneaky elsewhere. My stream is my chat is full of tricksters and pranksters and scoundrels. Eyebrow wiggles. My chat is full of what's another good word? Rascals? No, that's not quite. It's similar to scoundrels, but scoundrels just has a nicer sound to it than rascals. Well, scoundrel sounds a little bit more sinister, but that's exactly what I'm going for. We're rebels. Rebels, yeah. Rebels, scoundrels, mischief makers, connivers. Rapscallions! Rapscallions is a good one. That was what I was trying to think of, like something like that. Impish. Impish. Conniving. Rapscallions. Yeah, rapscallions is like on a similar level to scoundrels. It's like, yeah. Imps. Devilish. Impish, devilish. Hooligans! That's a good one too. Hooligans. 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 Evil doers. No, not quite. That's a little too putting it to basic evildoers. Hooligans. Synonyms. Oh, apparently there's a word such as hooliganism. Villains, villains. Any sneakiness you do, marketing, I expect to be well thought out and clever. High praise. Hooliganism. Rabble rouser. I think. Oh no, well, kind of. Rabble rouser's more closer to trash talker than it is like someone who causes trouble. Instigator. Yeah, rabble rouser's more of an instigator and like a trash talker than it is mischief maker. Hooligan. Scoundrel. Synonym. Rascal. Reprobate. Why can't I say those syllables? Reprobate. Goodness. Reprobate. I can't put them all together. Reprobate. Swindler. Cheat. Fraudster. Trickster. Is the combination of reprobate. Why is it so hard for me to say? Reprobate. Charlatan. Charlatan's a good one. Charlatan. Fraudster. Scumbag. That's a little too harsh, scumbag. Rapscallion. Vagabond. Swindler. Okay, this is not the point of the stream. You get the point. You get the idea. Oh goodness, I zoomed in too far. But yeah, you all know what you are. You don't need me to tell you. Especially not with words I can't pronounce. Oh goodness, lag. Wouldn't be a stream if we didn't totally get distracted. Like the title says, New Year, same nonsense. I've got a reputation to uphold of absolute buffoonery. Buffoonery. Buffoon. Boo Boo the clown. Boo Boo the fool. That's what we do around here. Is get a little silly. Minnie goes to title us and can't get past those what's the word? Reprobates. Those reprobates. I got it. Those reprobates. Kind of. That's as close as I can get. That's as close as we're getting. Those reprobates. Kind of. I'm getting close. They'll know what I mean. They'll know when I go to tattle on you. Just by the frustration in my voice, they'll know exactly what you did. Everyone will know what scoundrels you are. I might not be able to pronounce that one. The rep. I lost it. The reprobates. But I have so many other words I could use to describe you all. We're out of control. Absolutely out of control. Your behavior is getting out of hoof. And I'm not gonna tolerate it anymore. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hi, Pixie. I don't think I've said that all this stream. Happy New Year. Well, Happy New Year, everybody. I think I forgot to say that. But yeah, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. A little late, but better late than never. Pixie, would you consider yourself to be someone who causes trouble? Someone who could be considered a rapscallion of sorts? Or are you one of the good ones? Are you on my side or are you on theirs? Who stirs the pot? One who stirs the pot. Ooh. What's another, like, similar phrase to stirring the pot? Poke the bear. I am known for some japery, but only if it's in good fun for everyone. This is the same Ixie that tricks you into this. You know what? Yeah, that is true. No pot stirring for this clown. No pot stirring when you invaded my computer. You did something while you were there. I just know you did. When I downloaded you onto my desktop. You can't see you've never stirred the pot when you stirred up trouble on my desktop. Oh. My chat is completely full of scoundrels. You're all troublemakers. I can't trust any of you. Too. It was just a little mischief. It was fun though. Well, yeah. But that does not change the fact that you are all pot stirrers. You are all bear pokers. We're wild, savage feral. Stir the pot. What are some other similar... Is that what you call it, an idiom? To cause trouble. Yes, okay, poke the beehive. Yes, the beehive! Shake the beehive. I need idioms for causing trouble. Sounds like a dance. Shake the beehive. Get down with your bad self. I don't quite know what to look for. To look for more idioms that mean someone who causes trouble, but you all get the idea. Yes, that's all of you. All of you. None of you can be trusted, unfortunately. Nice. Oh, I didn't completely select everything. Minnie and the Four Shapes! Minnie and the How Could Yous. Minnie and the... Minnie... I can't think of any more because I'm still stuck on the Four Shapes. Minnie and the Misbehavin', but Misbehavin' spelled like with an apostrophe. Like you get rid of the G and you put an apostrophe at the end in place of the G. Minnie and the Misbehavin'. It's not proper. It's the spelling of a troublemaker. Minnie and the Oh, that works. Miscreants. Miscreants is a good one too. Minnie and the Miscreants. Minnie and the Dreadfully Informal. Oh no, Dreadfully Informal. Oh yes, the Dreadfully Informal. But that's the point. That's exactly what you all are. Such insanity. It suits you all. The Misbehavin'. The Miscreants, that's a good word too. Is Minnie starting a band? Hello, Miles, and perhaps we might be. These would make for some good band names, actually. How have you been, Miles? Yeah, you're right. These do sound like band names. Okay, everyone, what instrument can you bring to the band? What sound will you provide to the band? Cause I don't play any instruments. I can't with these hooves. But I suppose I gotta be in the front because that's my name. My name's there in the front, so I've got to be in the front. I gotta warn you, though, I've got stage fright. I call kazoo. I play a mean keyboard, as an electric piano or a keyboard, type-in keyboard. I have surgical instruments. We can work with that. I'm doing better, thank you. Fever finally clearing up. That's good. Hopefully it'll continue to go both. Oh, nice. But hopefully it'll continue to clear up until you're not 100, 300% better. 300% recover. Want to join our bands? Maybe that's good, you're doing better. Okay, we're getting something worked here. We can work with this. What genre of music would you play though? You could do the bongos when you don't need. Oh, you're so right. The bongos. Oh, that solves everything. Thank you. Flexing cat. But yeah, I could totally go for the bongos. Or I suppose any kind of percussive. Is that the right word? Percussive instrument? Are there other drums you play with your hands? Or hooves in my case, if you don't want to use the sticks? Like drumsticks? Or is it just bongos? Or a tambourine, that could work too. Grab them Donkey Kong bongos. Oh right, I have a game. Well, I know there is a Donkey Kong game where you have there was an actual bongo set of bongos as a controller. I do have a Donkey Kong game on the Wii that you have these bongo rockets, but it's just controlled with the Wiimote and the nunchuck, not the bongos. Maybe it's the same game. Maybe it's just an optional controller. Oh yeah, I know that one. Yeah, I have it on Wii. I don't know if it's the exact same thing or if I'm thinking of two different games, but I think I have no idea what you're talking about anyway. Steel drums and hand drums are particular about where they're hit. Oh, okay. But something can be worked out here. Donkey Kong bongos. Oh yeah, here's the controller. But what game is this for? Donkey Kong. Oh, Donkey Konga. Donkey Konga. Oh, that's on GameCube. Okay. Cowbells. Oh, cowbell is also an option. But in my hooves, there will be a sheep bell to shake and hit. So yeah, this is for the GameCube. But the one I had, I don't think it was a rhythm game. I think it was just you keep bonging the bongos. You bong the bongos, and you gotta win a race. Or something like that. Donkey Kong Bongo Blast, I think it might have been called? Or or something along those lines. Barrel blast, not bongo blast. But yeah, this is the game I have. And you just... There was another Donkey Kong game using the bongos too, yes. I think it's just you controlling the game like a regular platformer, but with bongos instead of buttons. I'm not sure. Maybe there's multiple games that involve the bongos. But this one is just the nunchuck and the Wii remote, and you just shake up and down to build up speed. But there might have been some other Donkey Kong game. I wonder if I could find like a list of The one I have is Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, which is the bongos. Oh, okay, so that's... Okay, so there's multiple games that... Donkey Kong games that involve the bongos. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, is that on GameCube? Yep, for the GameCube. Okay, so I guess... the Donkey Kong bongo controllers are exclusive to the GameCube. Yeah, compatible with DK bongos. DK bongos. PK Fire. DK Bongos. So I guess a lot of the Nintendo GameCube DK games, they wanted to involve the bongos somehow. I wonder if I could look up a list of games that are compatible with the, More games need bongos. We need to bring back strange controllers. Strange, gimmicky controllers. Preferably in the shape of bongos. Band practice! This is how I prepare for Minnie and the Miscreants. What other games are compatible with the Donkey Bongos? Donkey Kong DK Bongos! Okay, here seems to be a list. Oh, it's only 4. Okay, so there's Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, as stated by Miles, Donkey Konga 2, and Donkey Konga 3. So that's it. All on the GameCube, I think. Yeah. Bring back the bongos, Nintendo. I saw a video of someone playing Dark Souls with bananas. I need to see this because I want to see how such a thing... Is it kind of like how when you make a clock out of potato, or like you try to... Like, the bananas are producing some type of energy. They're wired up to where they produce some kind of electronic signals with which to control the game? Dark Souls, bananas. Dark Souls 3 banana controller full run is the first thing that comes up. It's something like that, yeah. Banana controller. You'd have to complete the game as soon as possible, otherwise your bananas are gonna rot. And you're gonna have to replace them. Oh, I'm sorry for getting so loud, but I just saw the setup. I just saw the setup of bananas. I'm sorry. I just saw the way it's set up, and it caught me off guard. I wasn't sure what I was expecting. Oh, okay. Here's the video. for anyone who wants to see it. How does this only have 62,000 views? This needs so many more. For shame. Oh, looks like Donkey Kong Barrel Blast was originally going to be released for the GameCube using the bongos, but was released on... That makes sense, but yeah, that's a shame because there's no bongos! It needed bongos! They should have released the bongos for the Wii. But yeah, if anyone wants to watch someone play Dark Souls with bananas, there you go! If you at least want to take a second to look at how the controller, the controller in quotes is set up. I'm sorry. Oh no. Each banana equals 1 button input. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Nintendo, there's an idea for you. I want to see banana speedruns now. I need to watch the full thing later, but... Ah, okay. It just the sight of the banana controller is a delight, is a sight to behold, a delight to see. Ah. I don't know how that could possibly only have 62,000 views. That needs so many more. But I suppose after the banana controller will only last for a little while. You'd have to replace it every now and then. I tired myself out. Oh goodness, okay. Can eat. Well, yeah, I guess when you're. But how squished would the bananas be by the time you're done playing? Well, like, what if you get real frustrated and you just like, you slam your fists on the desk and you slam it right on top of a banana. Fair. Make banana controller bread. Yeah, you have the solutions to everything. Banana controller bread. You catch everything I'm missing. But yeah, you're so right. Only 30 more minutes to leave a little earlier than 7. Okay, thank you for the reminder. But yeah, I'm gonna leave a little earlier just for these couple streams. I think once everything is prepared, I want to start streaming earlier than usual, like maybe 2. Because I'm starting to try and get into the habit of waking up earlier, getting all everything that needs to be done earlier. And perhaps I just might be able to start streaming like an hour earlier than I usually do. But for now it's the same. For now it's the same. There's still things that need adjusting, things I want to do. But yeah, to leave a little earlier than 7, and continue work on things that need to be worked on, so that I can have them ready before this weekend's gaming stream, in which I will play nonsense, absolute buffoonery. Absolute clownery. Oh, clownery! Yes, indeed. There will be clownery this weekend. I had hiccups. Regard more. Don't yawn at me. What? Thank you. Minnie and the Bananas. Sorry, just have another band name. I like that. Minnie and the Banana Breads. I wonder if there exists, like, there's VTubers who have original songs, a VTuber band, if such a thing is possible. could be, I suppose, if you get it, like if all the VTubers know how to play instruments. The problem is if they live kind of far apart, the internet delay to have everything synced up. Nah, if there was gonna be a VTuber band, they'd have to be all in the same location, I suppose. If they wanted to play live together. I'd love to draw that. The VTuber band or the Minnie and the Banana Breads? We, the pioneers of interactive fan-based music with the VTuber. It would be strange to see. I have all these ideas and no way to pull them off, or at least Discord concert. Oh yeah, yeah. I suppose there still could be some kind of with bongos. There still would be some delay, but I suppose that's part of the VTuber experience. Were you thinking of eventually doing a karaoke stream, or is that just my fear talking? I've thought of it. I know people. I know there's people who do not just people. Well, I don't know. There are people who do karaoke streams. The issue is I don't know how you do that without copyright issues. I don't know if I would just like if I could. Okay, I do the stream live, and then I would have to like take it down immediately after it's done, so I don't get into trouble with the copyright issues. I think maybe. I think I couldn't keep the bot up. I think I just have to like, okay, it's gotta go down immediately as soon as the stream's done, or else I'll run into issues with that or something. But yeah, I have thought about it. That would be kind of fun. Not kind of, I think it'd be very fun, but it's just, I'm scared of copyright issues. I'm trying to be on my best behavior. Normally I would not care about In my heart, I do not care for copyright issues, but in my brain, I know I've got to be careful about this sort of thing. See, I don't know. I want to. I guess I just gotta be real careful about the songs I choose. Maybe it falls under cover music. Perhaps. In my brain of brains, in my heart of hearts, in my brain of brains. I couldn't care less about copyright issues. No copyright law in the universe is gonna stop me. These are my feelings on the matter. Oh, hold on, it's blocked a little bit. These are my feelings on the matter. Oh, lurking. Okay. Thank you, Sonic. He's saying what we're all thinking. Sonic running away from copyright claims. They'll never catch up to him. Thank you for that message, Sonic. for the stars. Oh, goodness. To the void you go. More Valhalla. Oh. I just noticed something with the Twitch chat. I thought I set that thing like up at the top of chat where it shows the top monthly gifters of subscriptions. I thought I had it set to where... Well, actually, I don't know how it's set. How you do that. I thought I had it set to like, wait, the last 30 days. These are them. Or maybe there's something else. Oh, I'll have to check on that after stream. So many aspects of streaming. Oh, wrong layer. Goodness. Hard to keep track of everything. Might be reset every month. I suppose it is. I thought I had it... But I might be thinking of something else actually. The settings of some other thing. Where do I change that if I were to change that? Not channel points. Settings? Channel? Would be better if it was last 3 days though and not month based. Yeah, that's what I was... If that was an option, that would be what I would set it to. But I suppose it might not be. Well, it's very possible it could be, and I did change the setting. But I have this issue with Twitch where if I change a setting, it doesn't take. Even if it says it's saved, when I open it up again, it's not saved. Like, I set it to where subscribers shouldn't have to see advertisements when I set advertisements to play. I set it to where it's okay, subscribers don't have to watch those. But every time I open up the page, it's like, okay, so you do want subscribers to watch advertisements. I'm like, no, that's not what I said at all. I turned that off. And they're like, okay, but you want them to watch the advertisements, right? And I say, no! I don't know why it keeps doing that. I don't know how to make it stop doing that. Stream. You want them to watch ads, yes? I suppose you know what's best, Twitch. You're only doing what's good for me. And for you. I suppose I'll have to check on that later. Twitch just wants to help you make that dough. Perhaps. Help me help themselves. But no, it's... I'm not quite sure why it is it does that. Could be a... Just could be a glitch. Could be lots of things. Choro. Make it up the contrast of the sky or something. Oh, wrong layer. Something. Oh, wrong! That is not right. Blur tool. Yeah, I think I want to up the contrast of the sky. Because I'm not really sure what it is I'm doing anymore. Oh, that's actually kind of nice, that color of the sky. That looks toxic. Okay, why am I doing that? It all kind of blends in together, doesn't it? Oh! You know what? Yeah, I should make it darker. Yeah, I think that helps differentiate her from the sky. Well, let me save as it is now. Save. Oh, okay. Save as a new document. If you could just, okay. Save as. Save as. Come on now. Weird. Save as. Okay, there we go. I let it crash for a second, but no. Okay, there we go. Okay, now just the colors. Brightness, was it? I should have taken note of what colors it was I was going to change it to, but that's okay. I can get close enough somehow. No, that was saturation. Yeah, something like this. I mean, not quite that darkly like that. Yeah, and then once I add like a light source from the moon on her, well, I'm reconsidering again. Hold on. Okay, too saturated. Okay, for now, I'll just put it at like slight. Oh, it canceled the edit because the file is too big. Okay, let me reduce the size then, somehow if I can. Okay, now is it acceptable to change the colors? I'll change it to this. Nope, okay, not enough memory. Basically because I'm changing too many layers at the same time. Or, hold on, what is this layer? Oh, it's just an empty folder. Okay. Let me change the color of the sky, please. Okay, okay, it's all good now. I just take a drink of water because I have not taken a drink of water in a little bit. Oh, oops. Oh, thank you for that. Starting fights all of a sudden. Sorry, just testing. Yes, it is all in working order, or it should be at least. I've thought about like goodness. I said before about how I wanted to have like I thought about the possibility of a drawing together stream for like any of us who want to learn, who want to like I've said before about this document that has like it's a guide on how to improve as an artist by like learning sorry. Sorry, I started choking on my own words for some reason there. But starting from the fundamentals like anatomy and stuff like that. Maybe instead of a stream thing, it could be a Discord thing. Like just a Discord class or something. Still not gonna draw nude people on the Discord, but I suppose I could like I found a website that like, oh, you can what are you looking to draw? What are you looking to sketch from? People, clothed or nude, animals. Do you want bugs included in there or not? Hands, feet, like the things people struggle with the most to draw. Expressions, people's expressions. That was another one. Maybe well, I could just link that now actually. Nothing stopped me from doing that line of action. But yeah, it's a real neat website if you want to like practice. Oh, there's also scenes and environment drawing. But yeah, if you want to practice uh, drawing from a reference, this seems like a pretty good site to do so. And still kind of choking. What happened to me? But I thought maybe like, oh, let's all chat on Discord, because I thought about like if I did host it on stream, then people would kind of have like struggle to chat by typing unless I had the. Oh, thank you. Oh, that sounds awesome. It really does. It does seem like a really neat website. I thought about like, oh, what if I did it on stream? But the issue is you can't. Well, it's kind of hard to type your chat messages and draw at the same time, or like, well, you could, but it'd be kind of inconvenient to have to like stop everything you're doing, all the progress you're making on your drawing, to have to stop and type something if you wanted to type something. So I thought maybe it could be a Discord voice chat instead. Or actually, it could be both. I could stream it and have the Discord chat at the same time if people... Well, I don't know. I guess that'd have to figure out. But yeah, I guess that's a possibility too, is to have the Discord chat on the stream too. Maybe not, maybe yes. I'm not sure. That's just something that came to mind that... Oh, that could work, maybe. Oh, that sounds awesome. But yeah, it does seem real nice. If anyone wants to use it for their own reference, there you are. But yeah, perhaps a Discord art sessions every now and then. Okay, hydrated now. I guess I just kind of got overzealous with my speaking that I forgot to take a drink. Yeah, I was like trying to consider how would that work if I were to stream it and we all draw together, but then how would people chat? Because I wouldn't want to interrupt their drawing process just so they could chat to me by having to type. So yeah, voice chat sounds like a good way around it. Mingle with Minnie. Mingle's such a cute word. I forget that's a word that exists sometimes, but mingle with Minnie. Yes, perhaps that could be like a monthly thing. Monthly mingle with Minnie. Oh yes, it should be a monthly thing, just so that we can have it. Minnie and the Mingle. Yes, you can all be the Mingles with me. All right, Mingles, are we ready? Ready for class? I love this song. It's so pretty. I can't stop laughing though. Minnie and the Mingles. Okay, thank you for that, Miles. Monthly mingle with Minnie. Hi, Minnie. But yeah, maybe actually it would maybe not everyone would want to be on voice chat on stream too. I don't know. I guess I'd have to see the how something like that would work out. But it does sound fun now that yeah, voice chat could work. Whether it were maybe once a month stream it, once a month just private, not exactly private, but just Discord, regular old Discord chat. I don't know. Hiccup. A monthly mingle with Minnie and the Mingles. sounds fun. Would love to watch if it was streamed. Probably not drawing any though. Oh, okay. Then yeah, make it be yeah, maybe it could be twice a month, one streamed, one just private for those of you who might not want to have your voice on my stream or not. I'm not sure. Well, most of you are you're all streamers. But yeah, I guess it depends on the mood you're in if you want to voice chat or not, and then also have your voice on someone's stream. Someone's stream that is not your own. But yeah, fair enough if you don't want to draw. Oh, just 4 more minutes until 7. But yeah, something I was thinking about, and now I'm kind of like considering the optics. I think that's the word that I'm thinking of. Maybe not quite optics, but like, is that the word I'm thinking of? Not quite, but I think you get the idea of what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to figure out the possibilities, how to work something out for such an occasion, for such an event. Logistics, yes, logistics. Yes, logistics of how such a thing would work. Collaborative drawing streams are also a thing where multiple people stream it. It sounds like lots of fun options. Oh yeah, multiple people could stream it too. Yeah, I suppose that could work too. There's also like a website, Aggie.io, where everyone could draw on the same canvas together. Oh, there's so many possibilities. Lots of fun options indeed. But yeah, logistics was also the word I was looking for. Thank you. The logistics of how a thing would work like that. Aggie is fun. I haven't tried it yet, but I do know of it, and it does seem like fun. But that is also a very likely possibility of something to do on stream. Make it be like themes, like, oh, this stream this is the theme for this stream. We're gonna be drawing our favorite video game characters or something like that. It's almost 7. Yeah, I took a note. It just 2 minutes. I said it was only 4 minutes, like 30 seconds ago. 30 seconds ago, I noticed there was 4 minutes left, and now there's only 2 minutes left. How did that happen? It was only 5 seconds ago. 5 o'clock was only 5 seconds ago. What is this? The passage of time. I don't like it. I don't like what's going on here. Time. I feel the pain of this emote. Scribbly noodle. One minute. Well, actually, I suppose I could. Well, it's the same thing if I stop, like, okay, it's 7. Okay, then. I like this song a lot. But, yeah, so yeah, I'll be heading out to get things done sooner so that things are better prepared sooner. All that good stuff. me bring myself up on over here. Just to say, like I usually do, um, thank all of you. I wanna thank all of you. Thank you all very much for being here. Thank you for the streaming. Thank you for watching the streaming. Thank you for chatting during the streaming. Thank you for all the good band names. Good stream. Thank you. Good chatting. But yeah, I suppose I'll head on out so I can have a bit more time to prepare things. Cause tomorrow's gonna be much the same as today. Good viewing. Congratulations on the viewing, you guys. You did so good. You're the best there's ever been. Can't nobody view like you do. Take care. You too. But yeah, let me oh, actually, let me set up a raid. I think I have somebody in mind. Minnie and the viewers. Thank you for that. That's the best one. Minnie and the viewers. But yes, okay. I'm so easily amused. I'm sorry. Okay, I suppose. Ah yes, I do have someone in mind for the... We can go watch more art. We can watch Susie the Silky's art. So yeah, let me go ahead and start that. I want to thank you all again for just everything, for being here, for chatting, for keeping me company. Yeah, I hope to do my best to get everything done. But yeah, the usual, you know. So yeah, you all take care, you all have sweet dreams. Let me send you on over to Susie's in, yeah, now. 5, 4... Oh, I wish I could wave back. I'm a little limited. I can't wave back to that really cute little emote. But, the thoughts there. I'm waving in my heart and in my mind. For you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye. See you later. Bye-bye.